Hi. How are you blokes and Sheilas? How we doing? How we doing? It's me, Eagle Man. We're gonna be doing some reactions to experts on the unventured land. To me, it's much more dangerous than any other place I've ever visited. The internet. Let's go. This first video here is survival tips with Bear Grylls. I know many of you have heard of Bear Grylls. He's the so-called expert from Australia. I've met him a few times. He's a pretty cool guy, but let's see what he has to say about survival.
You're making a campfire in open grassland terrain. You've got to be so careful because fire can spread so quickly.
He's right about that.
It's classic fire territory where you've got hot, dry and windy conditions. And one way of protecting against that is to build a subsurface fire. It's called a Dakota fire pit. And they build a fire in this bit here.
So this Dakota hole. In the wilderness, you can use whatever you find, but you don't want to use water to dampen fire. Like, that doesn't make sense. The soil is filled with water. Grills. Really? Jungle survival tip. All right, jungle survival tip. Let's see.
People often ask me, what's the most important tool to have with you in the jungle?
McDonald's. Always remember, you need McDonald's. Have your pocket knife too. It's very important. Never underestimate the power of Uber Eats. Make sure they bring it hot.
A machete is so important. With it, you can make shelter, make fire, collect water, make tools, and hunt animals.
He is right about that.
In the Arctic, then you blow on them. But actually, that just makes them wet with the moisture from your mouth. You're much better off moving them. And what that does is drive the
we're
blood
birds now.
down
Albatross.
your arms.
Albatross. All right, Bear. We need to see what the other experts think. This next video here is from the legend Steve Irwin. God rest his soul. Steve Irwin and Komodo dragons coming up next. All right, here we go.
These huge dinosaur-like lizards have been roaming our Earth for millions of years.
Dang, look at that thing.
Get right in there to understand
Komodo? Get ready for this one, boys. And Sheilas.
Woo! Komodo dragon welcoming party. Holy smokes, this is gonna be an adventure.
So Komodo dragons. Pretty dangerous things. Yeah, they look like serpents with legs. It's probably what it was like back then. You know, back then.
I never quite realised that these two giant goannas saw me as a food source. And as I approached, unknowingly, they just struck straight at me, going for my calf muscles, trying to pull them out. Their teeth are like razors. One bite, one laceration, and I bleed
so
out
impulsive.
dead in an instant. The smell of blood would send.
So in this situation, my approach would be completely go John Cena on these boys. Like, you just want to get the hammer fist down right there on him.
His name is John Cena!
No blood circulation, nothing actually moving, and that's dinner. You're using your resources around you and your John Cena fan knowledge.
This bloke is one wild unit. And he's eaten a fishing line.
Look at that thing move.
I thought it was in the lizard's best interest that I
Steve,
try
you're
and
crazy.
get that fishing line out.
You're gonna be bloody joking
And I
me.
try to get myself out in front of the Komodo dragon and pop the bait out. Woo, sure enough, it comes out, and that sends him into a feeding frenzy. Straight at me. He's in attack mode, and he's gonna bite my calf muscles out. Look at this, straight after me. I've got no choice but retreat into a tree, and he comes after me. Jaws agape, ready
Great
to
play-by-play by Steve, first of all. But what is he doing? You want to come in there with your AK-45s ready to go. Is that... No. AR-15, AK-45, whatever you want to call it. Just have a gun. Have something. I don't care if you have your mom's nunchucks from high school. Bring something. Many of you might be questioning. You may have your doubts on whether or not... Oh, well, can I just go into the woods and find a McDonald's? Well, yes, and here it is.
Startles has gone wild with a big summer deal in honor of
George of the Jungle.
Disney's big one swinging into... And it...
Let's say you are in a predicament in which you have no money. And my answer to that would be... armed robbery. Now, thank you for watching Eagle Man. Have a great day. Please, if you would like to see more Eagle Man prior adventures, go check out the archives of Blunt Bros TV, and we'll see you guys next time. This is the end of today's episode of Eagle Man.